With this video, I'll be finishing off the final augmentation for my greatsword, and hopefully find some quests to test it out on. Alright, here we go. The final augment. I wanted to do infinity, but I need 4 slots, and then that would just leave a single, so either way I'd be getting this or this. So I'm just gonna go with the health regen and then the element status effect up. And that's done. Alright, finally finished. This is what I'm sitting on right now, actually, here. I'm gonna do this. Alright, this is what I'm sitting at. Have some decent gems, I think. I was fortunate enough to find a couple of attack 4 jewels or decoration. Now my first one dropped in Day of Ruin, and then this one dropped a couple of, yeah, that first one dropped about like over a year ago, doing Day of Ruin, fighting the Teostra, and I was shocked. I took a screenshot of it in my my rewards box, and then this second one here I got from fighting a tempered Zenogre. It was another event quest. I can't remember what it's called. It's like something the Thunderer, or I'm not sure, but Thunderer's in the name. But yeah, I finally got that one about a couple days ago, actually. I was just jumped into it just to do it, and then someone had an SOS, and then this was my reward. I was very shocked. So yeah, I've got 2 of them. I'd like to get another expert jewel, but I just have the one. I don't have any single challengers, but I also don't have just protections, so it kind of works out for me to finish off my 2 agitator slots, or the 2 bonus, I guess, the 2 purple squares there. But yeah, this isn't too bad of a setup. It's a very comfortable build. I haven't used it with this though, so I get an extra critical draw. And I'm not sure what else I get out of that. Why did I switch it up? Oh, and full up, yeah, full on recovery up. So the, yeah, my last medicine. Okay, yeah, my other set only had 2 squares filled of recovery up, so now I have 3 of 3. It's pretty good. Recovery up, it's very helpful. I'll make your mega potions. A mega potion almost. Let's go have some fun with this new toy. I have not used this yet at all, so breaking it in live on stream.
Good to see you.
Get the oil out, oil up the blade, make sure it don't rust. Alright, let's see what we can find, what kind of trouble we can get into. Kinda tired. I hit woman. Is it supposed to be I hit women, but you're too ignorant to know singular and plural? Sorry. Stupid ass name. That's the second Kashi I've seen online today, but different handle. Katsu was not the handle. that's funny. This must be a popular name. Popular name going around. Don't like that guy. Ooh. Let's try it again. Oh boy. Well, I really don't want to do that. This one's a little bit better, but no thanks. I can pick and choose. Just go beat the tar out of an Anjanath. Just bully a regular one. This should be pretty easy. There's two of us here. I mean, I just got done soloing a tempered Radobon in the Guiding Land, so this shouldn't be too difficult. I'll get the monster's attention for you. One of those. Quick shoot is really helpful. Comes. Locked in a car. That's alright. Keeps the attention off the other guy. I can take the heat. Already agitated again. Wow. Watch where you poke with that next time. Oof, missed. Had to move around. This guy's gonna bring a long sword to this. Come on. I specifically joined this because there was no long sword user. Could be worse, could be a charge blade user. Those guys like to shoot you in the air for no reason. I'd rather be tripped up than sent up. Not even the toe. Nope. About 2.5 feet away. See if I can wound this thigh. Nope. Trying to get that drumstick. I have to say, this is one ugly looking sword. Like, this is bad design. But I'll say this too, in the original Monster Hunter, there wasn't a Fatalis sword. I believe there was a lance and heavy bowgun. And there might have been a sword and shield. I think there was also dual blades, but don't quote me on that. But I think there were. I'm trying to think of what else was there. Nah, I think that's it. So pretty much, I ran around with the chrome razor, which pretty much looks like the iron or the buster blade in this, or buster sword, or whatever they're calling it. But it would poison the monsters. It was before we knew like what dragon damage did and stuff. So the chrome razor wasn't one of the more powerful great swords. I would say it was probably like 4th strongest, something like that. But I think you needed Fatalis parts to make it. I know you needed also Rathian plate and Rathalos plate, and back then it was really difficult to get those. It was like a 1% chance. And so there was a lot of doing the, what was it, the land and sky, heaven and earth quest, where it's the Rathian and Rathalos. Just going on tail hunts, plate hunts. I remember doing a couple plate runs where we'd run in, cut the tail off, carve it, and if it didn't come out, abandon, and then just wash, rinse, repeat. Just kept doing that. And after a while, it kind of got old because none of us was getting them. It's really frustrating. Now in this, they have a chrome. It's like the chrome razor, but it's also kind of like the Ravager blade. Well, I don't like the redesign. The Defender greatsword in this has that look. It doesn't look good. that redesign. They should have just stuck with the way the Ravager blade looked. That looked amazing. It's similar in design, this greatsword, but yeah, it just doesn't look good. Look as good. It's not as menacing, because the teeth for the Ravager blade looked really nasty, and then that little hook part. But they have one that looks cool. The I don't know, there's a Jagras version and a Puke version. I can't remember what it's called. Here, let's go run. I call it the taint scraper because it looks like it's something you would, like a tool you would use to scrape things with, and since I usually land my hits on the wyvern's taint, just call it the old taint scraper. But yeah, this is pretty much what it looks like. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, see the Ravager blade looked so much more intimidating than this. This just, I don't know, it looks whimsical, not menacing, not terrifying. Chrome Razor pretty much looked like this, but it was just very shiny. Oh, the Death Scythe. That's the one that's kind of like the Chrome Razor, but you have to unlock the poison feature, which I think is kind of dumb that they did that with some of these weapons. If you're gonna just rely on just the raw damage, then make the weapons that are only raw have a ton of raw damage, then tons more than the ones that have element. Otherwise, all those free element, or not free element, but that other decoration, I don't know what it's called, but yeah, there's the taint scraper right there. I think there's the other one. When I did my very first playthrough, this and the Jagras Death Claw, the fully leveled up one, those were my go-to weapons, depending. Like if it was immune to poison, then I'd grab the Death Claw. Really good weapon when I was leveling. This is kind of garbage, but you can, I don't know, bump it into one of the ones that is worthwhile. Some of these designs are just awful. This doesn't look bad, but that, like all the Baroth weapons look really silly. They're dumb looking. I remember that from the original game. This is pretty cool. I like that they made it so that I can layer weapon that. This too, this is very beautiful looking. Like I love the blue and then the gold trim on it. It's gorgeous. I don't know, these axe ones are really, I don't know. I just don't like the way they look. This is pretty cool looking. I like that, how it looks like it's lava, just like that's just intense heat getting cut by that. And this is really good. I don't own it. I could. I mean, I have enough parts to make it, but I have it on my other guy, but I don't really need it. And I finally got that. Oh, and then there's this. I don't remember where I got the fest ticket, but I guess I could make this too if I wanted, but I don't. Well, tested it out and it works pretty good. I didn't see any damage numbers that I was happy with, but hey, you know, Comes with breaking in a new weapon. I want to go back to my good old standby setup. I kind of prefer it, actually. This kind of feels too much. So I'll just put it back on my... This is pretty much my comfort build right here. Yeah, only 2 points in the recovery up. Unless I'm wearing a mantle. And then this is just the bolt splitter version, obviously. Here, I'll put it on, show you all the taint scraper. I just used the chrome death scythe and then added Zinogre parts to it. I think it looks great like that. Kind of like this one. It's the Lunastra greatsword, and then with the Stygian Zinogre parts. Ironically, I saw another person using a weapon like this, but it was the switch axe. They were using the Lunastra parts and then the Stygians, or the Lunastra switch axe and then the Stygian Zinogre parts. I thought that was pretty cool. I was like, hey, I have a weapon just like that. Alright, well, I think that's enough with the show and tell. Did a quick run with the new weapon. Test it out. Turned out pretty good. See if I got anything new in the bounties. It's best to keep up on these, trust me, because it's free points. I mean, you do have to actively hunt, but you get these done passively, especially if you're like me. I know I hunt a lot of fanged and brute, and sometimes elder dragons. I don't do a lot of flying. I don't really like flying dragons, and I don't do captures too much anymore. Most people just would rather kill, and frankly, that's how it is in the guiding lands. You want to kill the monster in the guiding lands, because if you're going after the parts, you're not going to get those in your rewards box from the capture, but you can get them from the carves, as well as obviously breaking, the shinies off the monster. Junk. Get rid of those two. Alright, well, that's gonna do it for me, so I'm gonna take off and probably play a little solo something else that grinding in the guiding land. Morning, good day, or good evening, depending on where in the world you are. Take care, everyone, and I'll see you in the next one. Danny, out.